All right, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are wading into some deep water, the foreign exchange market. You know it as Forex. It's the biggest, busiest financial market on the entire planet, a nonstop global exchange of currencies. So the question is, how on earth does anybody even begin to make sense of it all?
Yeah, that's the big one, right? From the outside, it can look totally impenetrable, just a wall of numbers and charts. But today, we're going to pull back the curtain. We're going to break down a really interesting piece of research that gives us a direct look at how this market actually gets analyzed.
And to do that, we've gotten our hands on a research paper that promises to dig deep into the international foreign exchange market. And believe me, it gives us a super unique window into this world. Just maybe not in the way you'd expect.
Okay, so we're starting with what seems like, the boring part, the acknowledgements of Forex market. And you're probably thinking, why are we starting here? But trust me on this. This is where the most crucial data is hiding. So yeah, let's dive in.
Before you can really get any piece of research, you have to understand the people who made it happen. And in this story, our analysis really has to start with the guide, the mentor figure, who's kind of shaping this whole project from the beginning. So the central figure here is the supervisor, Tajul Islam. The paper is really specific about his credentials, making it clear he's the expert guide in this story. He's a lecturer at Northwestern University. That's a name you're going to want to remember.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Look at how the author breaks down what the mentor actually did. This isn't just a quick, thanks, man. It's basically a data set. The author lists these very specific contributions. He provided help, he stimulated suggestions, he gave encouragement, and then the big one that ties it all together: support, guidance, and constant care. These are the core variables that made this entire project work.
Okay, so we've met our guide, but every guide needs a hero for the story, right? So now let's turn to the researcher themselves and the journey they went on from knowing absolutely nothing to, gaining some new insight.
And this is the line. This is ground zero. The author just comes right out and says it. This is the part of the program which was totally unknown to me. Talk about a classic hero's journey. Our researcher is stepping into a brand new, probably terrifying world, the world of Forex.
And look at this. The path forward is laid out so clearly. It starts with a topic that is totally unknown. Then, the mentor steps in with guidance and suggestions. That, in turn, encourages the author to study more. And the result of all that? The work gets carried out smoothly. It's a perfect four-step recipe for getting something done.
Just look at this transformation. It's night and day. On the left, you have the before picture, a topic that's a complete mystery, where the author says it would have been impossible to do the work. And then on the right, the after. They're encouraged, they're studying, and the whole thing goes smoothly. The impact of that mentorship it's undeniable.
And you know what? It wasn't just a two-person show. The author also makes a point to thank all the participants who provided their valuable opinion. This adds another really important layer to the story. Turns out research isn't just about a mentor and a student. It's about a whole community chipping in with valuable ideas.
Okay, we've set the stage, we get the context, we get the mentor, the researcher's journey, the community. All the groundwork has been laid. So now it's time for the main event. What did all this work actually tell us about the Forex market? What are the big findings?
3 seconds of complete silence.
Right. So, there aren't any findings. Not in this document. The source text we've been analyzing this whole time, it is just the acknowledgements page. And that, right there, is the entire point. We picked this source because the real lesson here isn't about Forex at all.
We came here expecting to learn about, currency strategies, market analysis, economic indicators, all that stuff. But what we actually learned from this one little page is something way more profound. We learned about the human side of research, about the incredible power of good mentorship, and about the simple, fundamental importance of being grateful.
So let's just break down what we really found here. First, all great work, every single project starts from that place of not knowing, of being totally unknown. Second, things like guidance and encouragement, they're not just nice things to have. They are the catalysts that make anything happen. Third, collaboration from all those participants is this essential, often invisible ingredient. And finally, saying thank you, acknowledging the help you got, that isn't just being polite, it's actually a critical final step to finishing a successful project.
I just want to bring this quote back one last time because it really says it all.
This isn't about numbers on a screen, it's about the human infrastructure that lets us discover those numbers in the first place. Without that system of support, the work, it just doesn't get done. It's as simple as that.
So we'll leave you with this question to chew on. Think about it. We're all trained to just flip past the acknowledgements page to get to the real info. But what if the story of how that information